Hey, what's up, y'all? How you doing today? Want to thank you for once again taking the time to watch my video and listen to some thoughts that I have about what has occurred over the past week or so. Also want to but wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day as the holiday is approaching us on Wednesday. So I have on my Irish Pug t-shirt to celebrate the holiday. And for anyone else who will be celebrating St. Patrick's Day, I want to say that I hope you enjoy that special day and that you are safe, but that also that you have a good time, whoever you may be with. I want to talk about something that was quite disturbing to me, as I'm sure many of you may also have found it disturbing, and a product of what now is being called the cancel culture in America. But it was announced by Looney Tunes that the beloved character from my youth, and I'm sure no doubt many of your youths as well, Pepé Le Pew. It was announced by Looney Tunes that Pepé Le Pew would be excluded from the forthcoming Space Jams 2 movie. And when I heard that, I instantly recognized it as yet another, him as another victim of the cancel culture that so readily and prevalently in our society seeks to find someone or something that they do not approve of and cancel it and effectively remove it from our culture. This is not right. I grew up watching Pepé Le Pew. I'm a big fan of the Looney Tunes franchise. I own several DVDs. Show you a couple of these that I have. This is the Looney Tunes movie collection. It contains 2 feature-length movies. Open it up just so that you can see it. And it includes, in this one, the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie. You can see that there. And also it includes Bugs Bunny's 3rd movie, 1001 Rabbit Tales. That's on the left side there. And these are movies that I've watched repeatedly throughout the course of my life, my childhood, and even on into adulthood. I have enjoyed watching these cartoons. Also, I've got this double feature I mainly bought for the movie on this side here. This is called the Looney Bugs Bunny movie. And so Pepé Le Pew has been an endearing character for generations, and we understand the reasons why he was canceled on this past week. But I just want to say in the defense of Pepé Le Pew that he, in my opinion, is a good guy. He's all right. He gets a little carried away as far as showing his affection for the opposite sex, as it were. But I feel that he has a heart of gold, and what he's really trying to do is overcome a stigma that's been placed on him because he's a skunk. And in our society, we tend to frown upon stinky things, especially skunks. Maybe traveling with your family and you smell the pungent odor of a skunk along the highway, and it's not the skunk's fault. It's just part of nature. And so Pepé Le Pew's obstacle to overcome is that he falls in love with a kitten, and the kitten doesn't approve of him. Her hang-up is that he's a skunk. And on my last video, I talked about placing unfair requirements on folks, and based on perhaps race. But there are other instances in which folks may fall in love. There may be an age difference or a language barrier, cultural difference, what have you, regional and so forth. And I just feel like we ought to cut Pepé Le Pew a break. He is a skunk. He's not a person. He's not a human being. I shouldn't say person. I believe animals are people as well, and they have rights just as we do. And Pepé Le Pew, though, is a skunk, and it's not a situation or scenario that we would find in our everyday life, in the real world, as it were, to use air quotes. So I feel that this is being taken out of context, it's being blown out of proportion. It kind of reminds me of when I was a child in church, and we had a visiting minister come by the church one evening, and the message of his talk that he gave the congregation was the evil of toys and the evil of cartoons. And this man proceeded to explain how various cartoons were actually manifestations of the devil. And consequently, I was prohibited from watching some of the favorite cartoons of the 80s that I learned to enjoy. For example, the Smurfs. The visiting minister told us that we should not be allowed to watch the Smurfs because Papa Smurf was a person that practiced magic and conjuring and incantations, and these magic spells actually were evil. And so then I was not allowed to watch the Smurfs. I know that many of you like to watch the Smurfs, and you may have been prohibited from watching the Smurfs for other reasons. Some people like to say that the Smurfs were communists because they lived in a village and they were self-contained. But either way, that's an example of cancel culture as well, whether you say that the Smurfs were demonic or that they were communists. It's just not right. Also, I was told that I couldn't watch Pee-wee's Playhouse because Jambi, who is the genie in the Playhouse, would grant Pee-wee a wish through the use of magic every week. And of course, he would say the magic words and ask us to repeat after him. And those words, and many of you will recognize this from the show, Meka Leka Hi, Meka Hine Ho, Meka Leka Hi, Meka Chani Ho. And after you would repeat those magic words, the wish would be granted. And I was prohibited from watching Pee-wee's Playhouse. And the other cartoon also, He-Man, Masters of the Universe, couldn't watch He-Man after the visiting minister explained to us that He-Man also was from the devil, and Skeletor was also a manifestation of the devil. So we was not allowed to watch those cartoons, and that was hurtful as a child. I had to give all of my He-Man action figures to the church. That had to check those in as they were relegated as contraband at that point. They were called contraband, and I had to check my He-Man action figures in. But I'm proud to say that now I do own the complete series of Pee-wee's Playhouse, as you can see that there. So I'm able to go back and start watching these again, because I missed out on a lot of these episodes after I had to stop watching the series. And also proud to say that I am the owner of the complete original series of the He-Man, Masters of the Universe. And this is helpful for me because I don't want to hold a grudge. I know that the church and the adults in the church were just trying to protect us from the snares of Satan and make sure that we were living our lives for Christ even at that young age. And I'm able to not hold a grudge now that I own the series, and I can go back and sort of catch up on what I missed out on. But I just want to say that in the Bible, Jesus said that we should suffer the little children. And that doesn't mean that we should allow children to suffer, or that we should put unduly burdens on them at such a young age to comply with our standards of morality and Christianity as adults. These are little people. They're still forming their opinions and interests, and we should let them naturally gravitate toward that which captures their imagination so that they can fully develop into the type of adult that they would like to become, of course with our guidance, but not through overbearing rules and procedures. So I want to thank y'all for taking the time once again to humor me and to listen to what I have to say in my own humble opinions, my own humble opinion. I appreciate the time that you have given me today. I hope that you are having a wonderful weekend, and once again, I hope that you have an enjoyable St. Patrick's Day that's coming up. as a special treat, and I forgot to mention this, one of my favorite catchphrases in the Looney Tunes franchise is that is the catchphrase, "Come run away with me, we'll run away to the cash bar and we'll make beautiful music together." That's a takeaway from Looney Tunes and Pepé Le Pew, and I think Yosemite Sam used it on occasion. But speaking of music, I have recorded a song that I'd like to share with you all. I don't know if you all are fans of the Silence of the Lambs cinematic trilogy. I believe they made 3 of those. But they have a spin-off show on CBS. It's called Clarice, based on the Silence of the Lambs franchise. And in that series, there's a song that repeats, and many of you will recognize it after you listen to my song that I will allow to play after I'm finished speaking. But they use this song in the series. It's a great series. If you're looking for something new to watch, if you're a fan of the movies, Silence of the Lambs movies, check it out, called Clarice. It's on, I believe, Thursday night, CBS at 10 p.m. But I hope you enjoy the musical performance. And again, if you like the videos, please like them, share them. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And just have a wonderful week. All right? And I'll see y'all hopefully in about a week or so. All right. Take care. Okay. There is power, wonder-working power in the silence of the lambs. There is power, wonder-working power in the silence of the lambs. Would you be free from your burden of Buffalo Bill in the silence of the lambs? Would you be free from your burden of Buffalo Bill in the silence of the land? Oh, there is power, wonder-working power in the silence of the lambs. There is power, wonder-working power in the silence of the